What's good, y'all? So I saw babies first, so they technically didn't shadow drop for that, but they shadow dropped another character. First, I want to talk about baby here. Like, so he takes over characters' bodies and all that kind of stuff, obviously. There's, like, this right here is what I want to talk about. Like, okay, so I'll be honest, a few days ago, when Gekishin Squadra came out, or was revealed, I was, like, thinking about, like, a few characters I wanted, which I'll get to later, but I was thinking, like, Ginyu could be in the game with his, like, body switch ability, but I was unsure how it was going to work and if it was going to be, like, too broken, or if the devs were going to think it was too broken and make him have, like, different moves, or just not add him at all. But seeing the reveal for Baby, him being able to take over other people's bodies, it's like, now my fear of them thinking Ginyu was way too broken with his body switch ability, I think my fear of that is completely gone, honestly. They pulled it off with Baby, taking other people's bodies, so there's no doubt in my mind Ginyu might be able to do the same. The only difference is that Ginyu's is, like, permanent until either death or you run into the Ray again. Babies, he takes your body at least till you respawn. That's the thing about Baby here. I want to talk about his kit, though. I think Baby might be the next meta, honestly. So, when he kills you, he takes over your body for about, like, 5 seconds. It's not the longest, but depending on where you are in the battle, it can really, like, it can really be good. I wonder if you can do ultimates with him. Yeah, you can unleash. Yeah, you can forcibly move characters in the direction away from you. So it's a good runaway mechanic. And then you can just do that. Just run into battle doing that, whatever that is. Then you take over your own ally's body, start shooting ki blasts. So if there's someone like Zamasu, then it's just gonna be non-stop AoEs. Or as it shows Vegeta here, it's just gonna be non-stop AoEs. It's actually gonna be crazy to me. And then I'm pretty sure his ultimate is yeah. But like, look at this. Look at that. Dude, he gets up to orange HP. This is stupid. How in the world? This is basically just Zamasu's 2 bars all over again. Just without even saying it has 2 bars. It's just adding it. They literally just put it together. They are trying so hard not to make this the next Zamasu. They're trying so hard to hide this from being the next Zamasu. Now, I want to go to Super Uub real quick. I'm glad he's right here. Super Uub, honestly, I might pick him up. He might be my main. Look at this. His abilities are extremely safe, and it builds up his own, his attacks. With the energy rays on top. He has an AoE, and then he has that, which gives him even more strength for one of his moves. And then look. His ultimate is putting it all together. Oh wait, no. That was wrong. I forgot the ki blast on the top. It's a different attack. I forgot the ultimate. If it was the ultimate, it would have been way too broken though. But yeah, every single one of his attacks, except for I think his 3rd super. I think all except for his 3rd super is what charges his the buster. Yeah, see? So the more attacks you do, the more you just build up for that. Even a dash attack builds it up. Like, come on. And you have Cyclone Burst. Oh, it does add together. Hold on. I'm very slow. Hold on. Okay. So, let's add this up together for a moment. Imagine Baby and Super Uub on the same team. Baby takes over Super Uub's body to spam the ki blast while Uub is doing his own ki blast attacks. It's completely broken. It's just a non-stop amount of attacks. And then imagine a Vegeta ally just shooting his ki blast as well. That's broken. That's gonna be so stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I feel like this game's gonna be gonna be very, very crazy. It's gonna be a lot crazier than the regional B test, because I feel like they're not holding back as much as they were before. I feel like most of the characters during the regional B tests, they made them good, but limited in some way. I feel like, except for like Zamasu and Vegeta, kind of. Zamasu, I feel like they just did whatever with it. But now I feel like they're really like putting a lot of stuff in here. They're putting a lot of ideas in, especially with Baby's ability to take over bodies and her own allies' bodies too. I feel like that's a really good idea. And then the fact with Uub, you can charge her like third super, make it stronger the more you just play the game. Like, that's not something that happens very often in a lot of games. And it's not even his ultimate either. You can use it in his ultimate, but his third super is what you're charging. It's what you're mainly charging for. And once it's enough, you can get Baby to swap in, to go into your body and then release the third move while he's spamming Ki Blast of his own. It's gonna be deadly. Very deadly. I can only imagine Vegeta just stepping in and doing the Ki Blast spam of his own, or just a bunch of AoEs. So I feel like the top 5 list is gonna be Zamasu, Baby, Super Uub, and Vegeta. I don't know who the 5th one is gonna be yet. I need to look into a lot of characters. I feel like I haven't checked them out since the Regional B beta. So I'll probably determine a top 5, top 10 list by the time the game releases. Or I'll probably determine one soon before the game releases, and then see if it steps up. I feel like Zamasu, they aren't changing jack for him, so I feel he's gonna be at the top. I feel like it's gonna be the same thing with Vegeta, with his health restoration AoEs. I feel like they're gonna be doing all that. So no doubt in my mind, Vegeta's staying in the top 10s. But I feel like Super Uub and Baby are coming up there too. Super Uub has a lot of safe passives, and especially since he's building up to his third super and his ultimate, I feel like he's gonna deal a lot of damage. So there's no doubt in my mind Super Uub is gonna be crazy in this game. Same thing with Baby. I feel like Baby's gonna definitely be top 3 at least. He has a lot. He has a lot of safe abilities, and his ultimate giving him an extra amount of health. It's crazy, and he's a tank too. I'm pretty sure. So he's gonna be like dying a lot less in the games. So I feel like if you're going into matches, you're gonna hope and dream you get a Baby ally, or you're gonna hope and dream you don't fight a Baby. Unless you are a Baby. I'm not gonna blame you if you are, because personally I might use him too. But I'm definitely gonna be maining Super Uub, honestly. Super Uub just looks like that guy. Like, look at this. And I'm more of like a damage guy. And I don't like pushing people away unless I truly need to. I'm a man who fights. And Uub has a lot of abilities I truly like. I love building on my attacks. I love being able to like dance around my opponent, being able to shoot a blast at him. Because it's a safe option. It's safe. You don't want yourself getting hurt in a battle. But I know I just said pushing away your enemies. I don't want to do that while I'm sitting here talking about dancing around my enemies. Yeah. I don't know what's up with me. But still, I feel like I really love Super Uub's abilities. I was about to say Super Boo. But Super Uub's abilities, I feel like I'm going to really love them and enjoy them a lot. I feel like I'm going to pick them up. Super Uub is going to be my main. Like, look at this. I might change my profile picture to that soon. But I also wanted to talk about a few characters that I'm also hoping for in this game. Where? Oh yeah, I passed it. Wait. I feel like some characters that I'm really hoping for when this game releases is... Shoot, I made a list yesterday, but it's on my Chromebook. I had ISS, so I was really bored. Dude, they locked all of my stuff. And why did I get ISS, you might be asking? It's cause apparently I was doing pass abuse, which wasn't my fault. Honestly, it's not my fault I have to use the bathroom every day, gang. I told them this before. I don't know why they didn't listen. or didn't take me seriously. But it's the end of the school year. I'm not going to throw a fit about it. If it happens maybe next year, early in the year, then I'll definitely say something about it. But it's the end of the year. I'll just keep it down. I'll keep my thoughts in my head. Now give me a second. Wait, my bag is downstairs. Gosh, okay. I can probably remember my my list from the top of my head. A few characters I've wanted was one of my personal picks that I think should definitely earn a spot is Gamma 1 and 2. Those are two characters I think would be great for this game, with their compatibility with teamwork. And it's just like they're superheroes. They belong on a team. Imagine those two on a team giving themselves support. Like, it's gonna be crazy. I'm not exactly sure. No, I feel like Gamma 1 should be the damage, and then Gamma 2 should be the tank, honestly. I feel like Gamma 2 should have like a lot of attacks that need a little bit of charging and a little bit of teammate support to build up, which I feel like Gamma 1 would be perfect for that spot. And yes, you might know what I'm talking about. The unfortunate scene where Gamma charges up his full power and then flies down just to cut off his arm. Whew, let's keep that in the file of best Dragon Ball moments. But that aside, I feel like Gamma 2 should have a lot of charging attacks, and then they get strong, obviously. Like, the longer you charge it, but it takes a little bit, like let's say 7 seconds, so you need Gamma 1 or any other damage dealer to push back any opponents. I feel like Gamma 2 should have more of the up close attacks. No, I want Gamma 2 to have far range attacks, while Gamma 2 has Gamma 1 close range attacks, Gamma 2 far range. But I want Gamma 1 to have some abilities where he can push back the opponent, just so he can help Gamma 2's charging. Because I want Gamma 2's attacks to be able to charge and then be as strong as possible, but need a damage dealer. He should have super armor, definitely. But the super armor should be able to break. It shouldn't just be indestructible to everything, which is why I want Gamma 1 to be able to push back opponents, let them charge a little bit longer, and then Gamma 2 unleashes the full throttle attack, whatever. It might be a bad idea, because it might really make Gamma 2 really bad. Because Gamma 2 because if by that logic, Gamma 2 would really desperately need teammates in order for stuff to even work, which would be really bad. But at the same time, you're playing a game that's supposed to be revolved around teamwork. So I guess it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world for this game. But in terms of handling fights yourself, if you really need to, like let's say a 1v3 or something, then Gamma 2 is not really going to be the best choice in that fight. Now, another character I've wanted was Janemba, honestly. I've wanted Janemba, no, 3 characters actually from the Dragon Ball Z movies. Broly, Turles, and Janemba. I want Broly to be a tank, Turles to be the damage, and then Janemba to be the mechanical. Why Janemba mechanical, you might ask? I feel like Janemba has a lot of strange abilities that would be very good to use mechanically. Turles is a damn damage dealer. This man was hitting combos on Goku. Not even just Goku, he was hitting combos on everybody. This man was dragging everybody. He broke a damn spirit bomb. I don't even know how that's even possible at this point. So Turles definitely deserves the damage spot. And I feel like Broly deserves the tank spot, mainly because I feel like no games represent his damn tanking at all. And I feel like Broly deserves to have like a tanking character with a lot of damage. That's what I think he deserves. I don't want him to be a tank that needs teammates. I want him to be a tank that can fight alone. Like Zamasu, for example, but without the damn health restoration on every single second of the game and the stupidest attacks in the world. I feel like if Broly were to get that Zamasu treatment, then I feel like if Broly were to get that untapped, that full potential where like they make him a tank, they make him have a lot of health bars, they make him hard to kill, and they make him have stupid attacks, Zamasu's value might be going down. Either down or up. I don't know. I'd say down if you need a few teammates and then you just have Broly, then I feel like Zamasu's value in the team for the tank is going to be going down. But I say up because people are most likely going to be putting Broly and Zamasu on the same exact team. If Broly was made like that, then they would be putting them on the same team. You would have 2 tanks. But yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it would be the smartest choice. But it's whatever, I guess. And then Janemba, I feel like Janemba should be the mechanical. I already answered that question. Gosh, my brain is on like autopilot today. I'm sorry. I woke up just a few minutes ago, guys. Okay. What's a few other characters I wanted? I'm trying to remember. I don't 100% remember the list. I was thinking about how we could have Hit in the game. Because of his time skip abilities, I feel like they would be really good mechanically. Or for damage, I don't know. I feel like he would be good for damage or mechanical. One or the other. Another character I've oddly wanted was Tapion. I don't know, Tapion doesn't get enough representation in the Dragon Ball games. And then, I feel like a few game modes that I wanted, a few of them are from Shinobi. Okay, I think all of them are from Shinobi Striker, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted a game mode where it was based around fighting and killing your teammates. No, teammates, oh my gosh, your opponents. I was thinking they could do like a game mode where like, your team entirely has 20 lives, since you can die pretty fast in this game, so doing 8 lives wouldn't be good. It would end the match way too soon. I feel like what they could do is like do 20 lives, so it would make 5 players die each, or more. If the entire team gets killed 20 times, or if at least a teammate on the enemy team gets killed 20 times. Like, let's say if the opponent team is like if they have 20 deaths, then the game's over. If your team has 20 deaths, it's over. The first team to get up to 20 kills wins. That's what the game basically is. It's based around combat and you have to be first to 20. I feel like another mode I've wanted was secure the bases. This is another one I was in Shinobi Striker. Okay, all of them are from Shinobi. Basically, I'm gonna say 5 bases. There's 1 base in the middle, and then there's 2 in your enemy in your base, and then 2 in the enemy bases. You take the base, then you break through the Gods of Destruction, get to the other base, break through the other God of Destruction, get to the base, and then once one team has all 5 bases ready, then I feel like I should probably change it to 4. No, that's an odd number. I don't know. I feel like 5 would be good. I don't know. I don't exactly know, honestly. I feel like the bases should be really easy to charge, but then a little difficult to take. I don't know. I feel like it'd take a lot of strategy to get it all done. Then once you get all 5 bases, then the Dragon Ball, then the barrier holding the Dragon Ball opens up, and you have to, break the Dragon Ball, win the game, yada yada. I want there to be the Great Ape system, where, no, actually I don't. I feel like Great Ape would be good, but one thing I want is that like if an enemy team has 3 bases, and there's 2 left, then the other team should be able to get a 0.5% multiplier on taking the bases, so it makes it a little easier. Maybe a little bit more just to make it more easier. But I don't want it to be too easy, because then it'll be an extremely long game. Like, I want it to be easy, but difficult too, you know what I mean? So I feel like what they could do is like add a little bit of a multiplier. If a team has like 3 bases, then the other team should get that multiplier, be able to take them back, and have the chance of a comeback. Of course, take off the multiplier. No, actually, no, don't take off the multiplier. If they take 3 bases, then the other team gets the 0.5 multiplier as well. Actually, I don't know how that's gonna work, really. I feel like it could probably be like a switch back and forth. Once you get 3 bases, you lose the multiplier and it transfers to the other team. I feel like that's how it should work. And you just try your hardest to hold them off. Get 5 bases, break the Dragon Ball, get it, and then get in. Once all 5 bases are secured by one team, you can't take it back. So you just have to defend the Dragon Ball from there. Another game mode I've wanted. I know I had like a boss rush mode. This wasn't from Shinobi Striker, I'm pretty sure. But like where all 8 players are on one team fighting like a god of destruction or something. And they're like mad overpowered, low key. That's what I really want. I feel like it'd be really good for synergy. And mainly good for like limited time events and all that kind of stuff. Like campaigns, get like rewards and all that kind of stuff. Something light, not too heavy. And I had a few costume choices, but I feel like they're gonna add those in the future. Goku and Vegeta with the coats from Super Broly. Krillin's Piccolo fit. It deserves a spot. And one more outfit I was talking about was probably... What was it? I'm trying to think. I had 4 outfits on there. Oh yeah, Android 18's casual fit, and then there was one more on there. I need to really remember. Yeah, nah, I forgot. If I remember, I'll definitely put it in the comments. But other than that, I'll just end the video off here since I have nothing more to talk about. If more characters are announced later today, then I'll post about it later today. By the time the trailer releases, I'll definitely push something out. Something small, maybe like a 5-8 minute video. But yeah, that's all I need to talk about now. See ya. And I hope to see you guys in the game. Thanks for watching. See ya.